Today is the weekly news, and today we're going to be talking about Ukraine and the Budapest Memorandum. My name is Hakeem Brown, and this is Pop City Culture.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother. Welcome to the most listened to international podcast around the world. Hakeem and Reggie Brown are two young African-American boys speaking the truth. This is Pop City Culture.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, that's right. We got a new format now. So on Sundays, we're going to be throwing out there the weekly news, And then, towards the end of the week, like on Friday, we're going to be throwing out the basic show where we, talk about conspiracy and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, today we're going to be talking about Ukraine and the Budapest Memorandum. Oh, man, Ukraine got screwed on this deal. But more to come with my brother. He's going to explain it all to you. We're going to throw it all down for you here on Pop City Culture. So I'm going to pass him the baton off. Here is my brother, Hakeem Brown.
Thank you there, Reggie.
Well, you're welcome.
That was a very long intro. Hey, whatever, man. Okay,
get
Reggie,
the show
shut
rolling.
up. So, you shut up, Reggie.
Man, you shut up, man.
So anyways, welcome to Pop City Culture, everybody. And today, for those of you who don't know what's going on, who's living in a bubble,
man. It's called a bubble.
we have to tell you, there's a war going on now between Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't know why they're doing this.
Yeah, because Russia, let me get this straight, because Russia invaded Ukraine without no provocation. They just wanted their land. They just wanted to do that. Now, I say they, but it's actually Putin and his cronies.
Yeah, because the bottom line is, we cool with the Russian people.
Yeah, so I was saying, we were saying weeks ago, before a lot of this stuff even happened.
Everybody.
We were comparing Putin to Hitler. Now, I notice everybody,
they are.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody seems to be comparing him to Hitler now.
Hopping on the bandwagon.
People should know.
Yep.
We started this trend thing first. We're the ones who actually came on out and said it first, when everybody else wasn't saying it. So
that's right, and they weren't backing us up either.
He's committing some very bad war crimes. Him and his goons, his little thugalicious
gangsters, man. He's just a bunch of gangsters, man.
Thugalicious people, followers.
Thugalicious.
Now let's just get this straight before we go any further. Okay, we are not at war. The world is not at war with the Russian people. Okay, the Russian people have showed some integrity,
straight up,
and patriotism.
Absolutely.
Because they don't want to go to war.
They don't.
They don't like what's going on.
Nope, they want peace like us.
They're stuck there behind this invisible wall now.
Mm-hmm.
And if they speak out, they're going to get thrown in what?
Prison and jail.
Yeah, jail or prison.
Yep.
That's not cool. That's not cool.
That ain't cool at all. It's disgusting.
Treating people like that.
Yep.
But we're going to get more into it anyways. So, everybody's saying, is Putin insane?
Heck yeah, he's insane. Guy's a nut,
Reggie,
man. Puke face, man.
What say you? Is Putin insane?
Of course he's insane. Man, President Puke face, man, he don't know what time it is, man. Man, we ain't living in the Cold War era. We living in the future, man. And this guy needs to get with it and respect.
Well, Reggie,
know what I'm saying?
People can say he's insane. They could throw out all these things. Yeah, Putin's crazy. His face is bigger. He doesn't get sleep, this and that.
Yeah, and what's your point?
But
what?
What?
I don't know. Tell me.
People are following him. He's going to war. So how insane is he? Is he insane compared to our standards? Because according to his standards, he doesn't think he's insane. He thinks he's on the right trail.
Well, that's because the rest of the world, we're on a normal page. That's why.
I guess he wants the unification of the Soviet Union. He wants to get all the countries back to the way it was.
I'm going to tell you right now, nobody wants it the way it was, okay? People want their freedom and their democracy.
You know what bothers me is that he's sitting there blowing up Ukraine. Well, having the military blow up everything in Ukraine.
Yeah, it bothers everybody else too.
I mean, is this a way to get the people to follow you? Because those people are leaving that place and they're fighting. They're fighting back and they're fighting hard.
I'm going to tell you something. Rightfully so. Those people should be fighting back because like we always say, we're going to say it again, freedom ain't free. You got to fight for what you want.
Yeah, I get a feeling that Putin thought he was just going to walk in there and take it all over. But he wasn't prepared. That President Zelensky.
Man, he was not prepared.
This guy has showed some tenacity. This guy,
Black Superman. That's what
this
he is.
guy is like the black Superman.
I just said that. Wait.
You know, President Zelensky.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Motorcycle just drove by because we live in the ghetto.
We live in the heart of the ghetto.
President Zelensky,
Yeah.
he is the man.
He is the man.
Whereas we have been saying most presidents, and I guarantee you, there hasn't been one president who stood by his country when it was getting taken over.
Preach it, brother. Preach it. You ain't
Yeah,
telling-
they all do what, Reggie?
Run. They run. That's what
They do what, Reggie?
They hightail it.
That's right. They take the money and they run.
Run.
And they hightail it probably to the U.S. or some sovereign kind of country where they can protect them.
And be safe.
But this guy, he says, hey, I may not live another day, but I am going to stand with my people. I am going to fight with my people. I will not let my people go.
Dude's like Moses, man. He's like Moses.
Yeah, I'll
know?
tell you, this guy is to me, he's like a modern day prophet.
He is.
This
man.
guy is a hero of all
Definitely.
heroes. You know,
Everybody's hero.
too bad we don't have more
Heroes like him.
too bad we don't have more presidents like him.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you, this here guy,
You hit that
this here
on the-
guy is like
Yeah.
really good.
He's beyond good, man. This is somebody you want to look up to.
So-
This is the kind of person you want. Going.
Yeah, it is Putin insane.
His name is Puke Face.
Puke face. President Puke face.
That's
You
right.
just love saying that, don't you, Reggie?
I do, and he who must not be named.
Reggie, can you say it 100 times?
Puke Face. Puke. I almost said
Reggie, I don't know, Reggie. Anyways,
it. Go on.
okay. And what else do you call him?
He who must not be named.
Yeah, you think this guy is like Baltimore. He's so evil. So, anyways, President Puke face.
No, you said it,
You
man.
got me saying it.
I sure did.
President Putin.
Okay.
Yeah, he has some distorted views of reality because nobody wants to go back. Nobody wants to live like they did back in the Nazi time. Nobody wants to repeat that era. You know, supposedly we've grown, but I'll be honest with you.
Be honest.
I'll be real honest with you, Reggie.
Be honest, man. Don't tell me no lies. Go on. What? Come on, spit it
A
out.
lot of people said there'd never be another Hitler.
Oh, but really?
You know what I said? There's always going to be another Hitler.
That's what you
Because
said?
I don't think people learn.
Why don't they learn?
You know, people just don't learn.
Why?
And we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it later on.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why. All right?
Tell me why, because I got to hear this. So go, move on.
You know, Putin, the military, they're firing on civilians.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, we're hearing some bad things that the military are doing to the people.
We hearing some very bad things.
Now, Reggie, you saw the videos. They're like kids dying. You know, we saw a picture of a father. Tell them about the father and the son.
Oh my God, brother, this really broke my heart. The son was covered up and he was dead. There was blood on the sheet, and the father was crying, just crying over his son. It just broke my heart.
I'm going to tell you though.
What?
It broke my heart when there was like a 6-year-old girl. She got shot.
I'm gonna tell you, war is not good, you know, and it's sad when you got to see kids like us be killed like that and shown on the news.
Yeah,
you know?
these are war crimes. I don't care what anybody says. These are war crimes, and somebody, when this is over, should be held responsible.
200%.
They should be held to the highest. You know, they should be held responsible because this is uncalled for. This is sick. This is disgusting. To allow another Hitlerist person come to power like this.
I don't know how we can let something like that happen, though.
I mean, what are all the leaders of the world thinking? Because I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna get into it and tell everybody. So I'm glad to see MasterCard and Visa. They're saying, "Screw you, Russia. Our cards are not going to be valid over there as long as you provocate this war."
And I'm gonna tell you, that's a good thing too, because that's showing how they have some power and they can take a stand.
I wonder if Discovery and American Express are going to hop on it too. I don't know how big they are.
Well, hopefully they'll follow suit. You know what I'm saying? Step in line.
But I know MasterCard and Visa.
Yep.
Hopefully that'll make an impact. You know, you got to put the squeeze on the people till they should be taking some kind of action.
Yeah, they should.
To deal with President Putin.
Puke face.
You know, yeah.
But I'm telling you,
So-
it is going to be hard though, you know, because Putin does hold a lot of power.
It's just a shame when you turn the news on and all you see is the assault on the Ukrainian cities. Do you see that, Reggie?
Man, what are you, an idiot? Of course I see it. I see it every day.
How does that make you feel?
It don't make me feel too good, man. It makes me feel like I'm looking at something like out of the history video footage way back in the Hitler time, you know, when they used to tear up all the cities back there. It's a shame.
Yeah, the assault on those cities, those are pretty bad. You know, I mean, it's like they just don't care. But I'm glad that people are rising up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I say, yeah, I'm glad they're rising up because, I like to see people taking their future, taking hold of their future.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, like we always say, you gotta fight for freedom. Freedom ain't free.
No, it ain't, and you pay for it in blood, unfortunately.
You gotta fight
hard.
tooth and nail.
Yep.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Absolutely, and you gotta give it your all. These people
So
are
you
doing
get that
it.
freedom.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you, my prayers are with the Ukrainian people
Me too, my brother.
because they're really fighting, and it's too bad you gotta fight. Too bad that this century, 2022, what is it, 21st century?
Yeah.
21st century's got to be stained with blood like this again from Russia and another problematic place. If it ain't Iran, it's Iraq. If it ain't Iraq,
It's always something in the world that
it's,
seems like no matter where you go.
Russia now.
Yep. No matter
know?
where you go, no matter what time it is, no matter what decade,
So
Too bad.
yeah, so gas is going up, and they're making a big complaint about it. Everybody's saying how come Biden doesn't? It's just why are we still buying oil from Russia? Basically, that's the bottom line.
Man, Biden's got a plan. Leave him alone, man.
And they were saying
What?
now all of a sudden, now this is the thing. All of a sudden they're saying, Biden is saying, well, we can't stop buying oil because it'll affect the American citizens, and we care about their money and their gas. Well,
Man, well, he's got a point, don't he, man? You're always trying to fight with this
Reggie,
guy. What?
what do you mean?
You always fight,
Gas
man.
has been going up before this. I mean, when Trump was president, gas was low. I mean, whose fault do you think it is that gas is up?
President Trump.
But Reggie, how can it be Trump's fault? Trump is not even president.
It don't matter, man. This is the lingering stuff from
Reggie,
his
you
presidency.
can't blame everything on Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, because he's not president. Do you not understand?
I understand perfectly.
That's like you blaming the greenhouse effect. All right,
Here we go. I gotta hear this.
is global warming Donald Trump's fault?
Yes, absolutely.
Reggie, shut up. It is not Donald Trump's fault.
Yes, it is.
Reggie, you lost your mind.
No, I haven't.
You lost your mind.
No, I have not. Bottom line is, Trump did not believe in the science when it came to global warming. There you go.
Is the fact that there's crust on bread Donald Trump's fault?
Of course.
Why?
Just because he's Trump.
Shut up, Reggie. That's stupid.
No, it's not.
I don't know. Reggie, I don't know how to respond to that. I do not know.
You respond?
How to respond to that?
By being quiet. That's why. And agreeing with me.
Anyways,
All right.
we were watching the political shows today, and Reggie, I don't know if you saw this because you're in the other room, but you probably saw it because we got a couple of TVs to the house. They had a black lady running the talk shows, and her name was Linda Thomas, and it said something about Greenfield, the United States ambassador to the United States. Yeah, so Linda Thomas, she's the ambassador. Hang on a second. I want to hang on. Linda
Man,
Thomas.
are you seriously gonna
I
look
wanna
this
make sure I
stuff
get
up
her
again?
last name
Are
right.
you kidding?
Let me
Here.
Linda.
Here's the paperwork I had. She's on here. Read it off. Read it off.
Why did it
brother.
say Linda Thomas Greenfield? All right, I guess it's Linda Thomas Greenfield. So
Because she's married and
it
she
says
kept
here,
her name.
a career diplomat returned to public service after retirement from a 35-year career with the U.S. Foreign Services in 2017. Yes, so...
Man, read a little faster. You're boring me. Go on.
She was confirmed by the United States Senate on February 23rd, 2021, and sworn in February 24th, 2021 as Vice President.
Vice President, man. You got the
Hang on.
right paper
Hang on
there?
a second. Hold
Man,
on a second.
I ain't holding
How
on.
can this be?
Just move
She
on.
ain't no Vice President of the United
Go on.
and anyways, she's an ambassador
Yeah.
for the United States. So
Man, you could have said that in the first place instead of going through all this stuff.
basically, they had her face all over the news. This is my whole point. And it's almost like
It's almost like what?
like
Like what? Hakeem?
I mean, in my opinion, she don't know what the president wants. That other lady, the secretary, the one who has red hair, seems like she's supposed to know what the president wants because she's always I don't even know her name.
I think it's
Let me
Jen.
see.
Jen, I think.
I gotta find her name. Hang on a second. What is her name?
I just told you. It's Jen.
The press secretary.
It's Jen.
Shut up, Reggie. I want to make sure I get the right person. I'm not listening to you right now.
You don't listen to me because
White
I'm
House
probably
press
right.
secretary.
If you listen to me, you might get it right. Here we go. You ain't even listening.
Okay, it says Jen Polinsky.
That's
Or,
Polinsky.
no, Jen Psaki. Jen Psaki. I'll
It's-
just say that.
it's
She was
Jen.
born
Just say
December
Jen.
1st, 1978. An American political advisor serving as the 34th and the current White House press
Should have
secretary.
listened to me in the first place.
Okay,
man.
Reggie, shut up.
You shut up.
So I would think they would give her the questions instead of giving it to this black lady.
Why?
Because
Why?
I'm saying to myself, are they just throwing her on the fire?
What do you mean?
Are they just saying, hey, we're going to throw her on the fire, so if anything happens, we can go back to her? I would have thought the press secretary, Jen, the Jen woman, would have been up there talking. And hang on, I'll make sure. Would have been up there talking and nobody else.
Okay, maybe I can see your point there.
So,
have her.
It almost reminded me when President Baby Bush, he was president, and we had that like Iraq war thing going on, and they had Colin Powell up there, a black man.
Black, Negro, African American, colored, fall guy. Call it what it was. Call it what.
Reggie, Reggie, why do you keep saying black, Negro, African American, fall guy?
Because it's true.
Hey,
I believe.
so-
I believe that's what it was.
So they had him out there, and he was saying how the guy over there had weapons of mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction. That's all I kept saying. Weapons of mass destruction. Come to find out, I guess he didn't have them, and I think Colin Powell was upset about that. I think he even felt like he got used, and that pretty much destroyed his chance of ever becoming president of the United States, because of course they're going to use that as a thing against him. And personally, I think Colin Powell would have been a great president.
Of course you would, man.
Why, Reggie?
Because you are closet Republican.
Reggie, shut up with this, okay? I'm an independent if I'm anything. So
Independently stupid.
All right, Reggie, whatever. Reggie, you got nothing to say. Just shut up.
Man, you shut
So,
up.
anyways,
Tell me to shut
in
up.
my opinion, I felt like they were using this black woman, Linda Thomas Greenfield, just using her as a black woman for almost like a fall person, just in case history says something where we can use her and throw her down under the bus too.
Maybe.
But that's just what I'm saying. What are you saying, Reggie?
I'm saying it seems like a lot of times I get the impression they use people of color as a shield in case something goes wrong. They can use us.
Okay, so anyways, they're talking about no-fly zones and all this good stuff, but I guess the United States says they're not going to get involved with the no-fly zone, but I think some other countries are going to give the Ukrainians some airplanes,
Well, that's good.
because I guess they have pilots.
Yeah, and I guess those pilots know how to already fly the plane, so it works out good.
There is something I did want to talk about. Reggie, did you know? I didn't know this. I had to look this up online, and I didn't get this from one source. I got this from a lot of places. I had no idea that Ukraine, at one time, had nuclear weapons.
I didn't know that before we started the show and be doing our research. I didn't know that at
Yeah,
all.
they actually had nuclear weapons.
Yep.
And they got talked into this deal, the Budapest Memorandum.
They got screwed.
So let me read this to you. Okay, I'm getting this off the internet. Why Ukraine gave up its nuclear weapons and why that means an invasion by Russia. It says 3 decades ago. That's 30 years, Reggie, in case you don't know.
I know that, man. I ain't stupid. Man, always gotta be
The
doing-
newly independent country of Ukraine was briefly the 3rd largest nuclear power in the world. Reggie, the 3rd largest nuclear power. Can you imagine that?
Yes, I can. Absolutely.
Thousands of nuclear arms had been left on Ukrainian soil by Moscow after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. But in years that followed, Ukraine made the decision to completely denuclearize. Now listen to this, Reggie. This is what sort of pisses me off. I don't know if anybody knows this. So you're hearing this first, because the news media have not talked about this. And this is what pisses me off.
Pisses me off too. Go on.
In exchange for Ukraine completely denuclearizing themselves, the United States and the United Kingdom and Russia would guarantee Ukraine's security in a 1994 agreement known as what, Reggie?
What is the Budapest Memorandum?
That's right, the Budapest Memorandum. Now that agreement is front and clear center.
Sure is. I mean, it's self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Go on.
You know, it is hard. It is hard to estimate whether Ukrainians would foresee the impact. It is clear that Ukrainians knew they weren't getting the exact thing that they wanted, but they wanted security. And I'm going to tell you, they wanted that security from the United States, from the United Kingdom and Russia. And now we got a problem.
And tell the world what that problem is.
Yeah, because Russia's invading. And the United States, they don't want to step up. They don't want to send the troops there to protect them.
Nope.
Or United Kingdom, which is what they should have done. This is sickening. This makes me want to throw up. Makes me want to throw up, man.
Me too, my brother. It's sad.
Yeah, because this is not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
It's terrible.
It's a terrible thing.
Terrible.
Yep.
It's like spitting in their face, man. Spitting in their face and not calling it rain.
I'm telling you, man, if they had a deal, they broke the deal. And it's not a good thing to be doing that, especially when you could have been protecting yourself.
So they basically reneged on everything.
I wouldn't use that choice of words, but you're right.
And that's not cool. That's just not cool. Because the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good people to do nothing.
Straight up.
To do what, Reggie?
Nothing.
To do what, Reggie?
Absolutely nothing.
That's right. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing, my brother.
I'm going to have to calm down here.
Calm down, brother. Take it on down a notch.
So,
you're getting over it.
Why don't we calm it down and bring it on down?
Okay.
And take it to what, Reggie?
We're going to take it to the words of wisdom. Take it away, my brother. Take it away.
Hitler was a horrible man who also tried to take over the whole world. Now listen, Germany was a tiny country, and it had so much power at the time. They committed evil atrocities that were so stained with history that we can't forget it to this day. What the history books have taught us of that time is you should not repeat those kind of atrocities that happened in the past. I say should not because I feel people, unfortunately, are not that smart. I mean, that's what history has taught me. You would think that the Nazi rise to power about almost 100 years ago would have taught us something. And here we are again in almost the same situation where a tyrannical, sick person is taking over another country. A war where people are dying in the streets. Women and children are losing their lives. Where the civilians have to take up arms just to be safe. And the superpowers, United States, United Kingdom, sit idly by in the comfort of their safe zone, their safe homes, their safe backyards, watching it on TV. To watch what's happening on TV is terrible, but to sleep good at night without any thought and remorse, without having nightmares, this shows how insensitive we are as a human species. I often hear words like, that's inhumane, have a human heart, have some sympathy. Those seems like just words to me now. And to think that Ukraine had nuclear weapons to defend themselves and they gave it up with the promise they would be defended by countries like the United States and the United Kingdom. Broken promises like that is such a shame, especially when it comes from political parties who you put their trust in. Going back on your word is not just ghetto, it's ratchet. President Zelensky is pissed because he feels betrayed. He has even said it. I wonder what would happen if the United States was invaded, like Puerto Rico or Hawaii, even Alaska, which is a prime target if you ask me. I don't know, and I can't predict what will happen in the days to come. I do know one thing for sure. I know the only ones making money off this war are the politicians and the news networks. Maybe companies should ban commercials on the news networks till the elected politicians start showing some real leadership, like Superman President Zelensky. And those are my words of wisdom.
Thank you for your words of wisdom, my brother. As always, they were heartfelt and touching. Especially in times like these, we need a voice to rise to the occasion like yours. Take it away and close us out.
Thank you for joining us here on Pop City Culture, and thank you for making us one of the most listened to podcasts around the world. Our success is your success. You can download our podcasts and enjoy them any time of the day, morning, noon, or night. I'll see you next time here on Pop City Culture, where we give you 3 cups of sunshine and a pinch of attitude. And as always, be kind and affectionate to one another. Remember whose you are. Peace.
I thought black, colored, Negro, African Americans could be ghetto. Man, the politicians take the cake. I mean, like 3 layers of frosted poop. What they did to Ukraine, going back on their word, and that memorandum, man, that's ratchet. That is ratchet, man. Unforgivable, too. But hey, remember one thing when you're listening to Pop City Culture. Turn it up. Turn it up. Well, all right. All right.